Skinny Hardaway 7T. I'm back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button as well. We talk this good boxing, MMA, sports, parlays, predictions, football, basketball, collegiate, amateur, and professional every single day, not just today. Today, we here with a boxing EP, and I got something that was extremely interesting to me. I don't know how interesting it was to you, but it most definitely caught my eye and caught my attention, right? So we all know the 135, 140 division, right? You got guys coming up to 135, right? You got 135ers, uh, you know, making a name for themselves, right? You got guys who've been at 135 their whole career, transitioning into 140. Ryan Garcia, David Haney, right? So we'll just say 130 to 140, right? We got Shakur Stevenson, David Haney, Devontae Tank Davis, Shakur Foster, Regis Prograde, Teofimo Lopez, just to name a few, right? That look junction right there, right? It's getting real busy, right? Two of the biggest names in that look junction right there, right? Is Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney is coming off the biggest fight. What's good, Ray Buck? My guy, Marky Dan. I'm gonna get you wrenched up, Marky Dan, in a second, brother. Let me, set the table real quick for y'all. Then I'm gonna show y'all these photos off the wall. Let me set the table. Then I'm gonna show y'all these photos, right? We got two of the biggest names, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, coming off, two of their biggest fights. Devin Haney coming off his fight versus Vasil Lomachenko, right? Close fight, split decision win. A little controversial behind it, right? Some people feel like Devin won. Some people feel like Devin lost. Gotta love it. That's boxing. Shakur Stevenson is coming off his third division title. His fight was one of his bigger fights. Edwin De Los Santos, right? It was controversial as well, right? A lot of people was disappointed in his performance. They expected more out of him. They felt like he didn't deliver, right? So he rung bells, right? Just like Devin Haney rung bells, and they both rung bells, right? It was kind of like negatively feud, right? They rung bells and you know they got them going around circulating around boxing right now, right? I got a little more information coming from there, right? Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Now we know Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson. We've seen the back and forth between them two. We've seen the rips, we've seen the videos, right? Shakur Stevenson got the videos talking to uh, you know, uh, Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson having that infamous, yeah, my son beat your ass, right? They on YouTube arguing, they on Twitter arguing, they be on Instagram arguing. Bill and Shakur been going at each other's throats. I'm not really sure what's going on with them two, but Bill and Shakur for sure been at one another's throats, right? Yesterday on Instagram, right? And I mentioned Shakur Stevenson's fight with Edwin De Los Santos. So I want y'all to keep that in y'all mind too, right? Keep that in y'all back pocket, right? Yesterday on Instagram, right? Bill Haney dropped Shakur Stevenson too. Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney. They dropped some interesting photos on their Instagram stories, right? Y'all could go to Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney's Instagram stories right now if y'all want to see the photos on your own, right? Y'all want to see them, I'm about to show it to y'all. But if y'all want to see them on your own, they're still up there right now, right? But Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney both dropped some extremely interesting photos, right, on their Instagram stories, right? And that is what birthed this EP. So we go take a look at it, right? First, we go to what Shakur Stevenson dropped, right? What Shakur Stevenson dropped doesn't have much to do. It has a lot to do with what's going on, right? But not really what I want to talk about, right? Shakur Stevenson dropped some photos on Instagram, right? Basically, him and Bill going back and forth. It's it's a it's a screenshot of Bill, right? They're going back and forth, having some banter, right? And Bill Haney basically asked Shakur Stevenson about his girl, right? He made a girlfriend joke, right? You can see it say, nigga, you can't fuck, let me talk shit. And then Shakur said, yeah, you got it, Officer Bill. And then Bill Haney said, you need to let me talk to that little pretty drunk bad motherfucker. Shakur said she bad as fuck on God. He said chill, she don't fuck with 5-0. And then Bill Haney said, let her choose. You know what I mean? And then Shakur Stevenson made a post. He said, this old perv ass nigga 50 in my DMs, you know, making girl jokes. So basically Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney going back and forth, you know, right? That's the first one, right? It don't got nothing to do with what I want to talk about, right? But Bill Haney dropped something that's interesting, right? And I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I'm gonna show y'all the picture what Bill Haney leaked, right? Yeah, see what Shakur, what Shakur did. That don't got nothing to do with like what I just, they're just, they're just them being messy. They're just me being messy, right? But this the one. This is what I want to talk about, right? Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney, right? Bill Haney, Shakur got some DMs, right? And he agreed that he will fight Devin Haney, right? He agreed that he will fight Devin Haney, right? He agreed that he will fight Devin Haney for $1 million. He will spar Devin Haney for $1 million, right? Shakur Stevenson agreed to spar Devin Haney for $1 million. Like on the grand scheme of things, he agreed that he would spar Devin Haney for $1 million. Now, most people go see it and be like, okay, Shakur Stevenson, he want this smoke, yada, 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 right? But two things, right? I mentioned Shakur Stevenson just fought Edwin De Los Santos, right? I mentioned that Shakur Stevenson just fought Edwin De Los Santos. One of the, and I mentioned that, he didn't have his best performance, right? So he fought Edwin De Los Santos, he didn't have his best performance. One of the reasons, right, that they mentioned first, the very first reason was it was something wrong with Shakur Stevenson's hand, right? That was the first thing I heard right after the fight. I think the announcers even said that, like in the post-fight talk, in the post-fight conference when they was talking, right? I think the announcers even said he hurt his hand or something like that. So that was one of the first reasons I heard. And then one of the second reasons I heard was, Shakur Stevenson said that he didn't feel good, he was sick. And then Shakur Stevenson posted a message that he sent his girlfriend, you know what I mean, right before the fight, right? Saying that he didn't feel too good, he was sick, but he was still gonna go out here. He was still gonna go out there and he was gonna handle business, right? So the first one was, he hurt his hand. The second one was he was sick, right? So the thing was he didn't feel good or that he hurt his hand, right? So two reasons. And Shakur Stevenson also made a post on Twitter, right? He said he been in the gym, a whole lot. Sometimes he needs to take a break, from the gym. That can cause him injuries, right? So it's clear that Shakur Stevenson, is, concerned with his health, right? At least that's what he had been putting out, you know what I mean, to us, to the world, and to the public, right? That he was, concerned with his health. He didn't feel good against Edwin De Los Santos, and that had a lot to do. You know what I mean, with his flat performance, right? But I'm about to show y'all these DMs, right? About to show y'all these DMs. Right, this is Shakur Stevenson, right? You can see Bill Haney posted this, right? You can see Bill Haney Instagram, Bill Haney, right? Shakur Stevenson, blue check, business chat. Shakur Stevenson said, now I'm in Houston. You telling me spar? He said, you could have been said that. And then he said, come on. That's Shakur Stevenson, right? This is Shakur Stevenson agreeing to spar, right? This is Shakur Stevenson agreeing to spar, right? And then Bill Haney said, y'all pull up to Houston. He said, I'll make the gym private for you and everything. And he said, you a duck, nigga. He said, why you ain't been say that? Cause y'all don't. He said, why y'all didn't been say that? Cause y'all niggas don't want no wreck. He said, we could put an M up on the spar too. Right? So Shakur Stevenson said we could put an M up on the spar, right? It says, come Friday. Right? Bill said, come Friday. Shakur said, come to Houston. We get some judges and bet the M. I torture. Question mark. right? So right, so they basically just Shakur Stevenson basically just set up, right, a time for them to spar Friday. This Friday, there will be in 2 days, right? It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That will be in 2 days, right? So my thing is, right, now, whatever the reason, right, whatever the reason was, your performance was bad. I really don't care, right? I really don't care like that, honestly. But I know what you said, right? And I know what I'm hearing. I know what you said, right? But for whatever reason your performance was bad, it was the reason, right? But you said it's because you was injured. You said because you didn't feel good, right? You even said right after the fight that you be in the gym a little too much. You be in the gym a little too much, right? And that's how a lot of injuries happen for fighters when y'all overtrain, right? So my thing is, if you're hurt, man, you probably shouldn't be sparring right after your fight, right? If you're hurt, then you probably shouldn't be sparring. You know what I mean? What's good? Shout out my guy Jeff Spar. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Jeff Spar. Glad you can make it. If you could hit that thumbs up for your boy. We in this thing having us a boxing conversation. I just want to, rap for a second, bringing some light to something. Right? And I'm going to take as long as I need to take because I want to make sure that I get all my thoughts across with this. You know what I mean? Because it's important, right? It's important that I really get this out right. It's important that I really say this right, right? Now, for whatever reason, he didn't perform well. That's his reason, right? I'm not even gonna kill him about that. But he did say that he was injured, right? So if you're injured and that caused you to perform bad, for you to hop in the ring and spar Devin Haney, even if it's for $1 million is a lot of money, right? And I'm gonna say that again because I want y'all to put that in the bag, right? $1 million is a lot of money, right? But if you're injured, then it wouldn't be if you injured and you're a good boxer, right? And you are a prize fighter, it won't be smart, for you to hurt your hand or to hurt yourself or not feel good and continue to spar and fight, even if it's for $1 million, right? Even though $1 million is a lot of money, right? So two things. It's two things in here, right? So you agreed to spar David Haney this Friday, right? On top of you having a hand injury, right? The reason for your performance was you had a hand injury or you didn't feel good, right? But they were saying you had a hand injury, right? So you got a hand injury or you don't feel good and you ready to spar David Haney this Friday for $1 million, right? So my thing is if you would spar David Haney for only $1 million, because we're talking about Shakur Stevenson, right? And David Haney. $1 million. If you would spar him for $1 million, why didn't you take that offer when Devin Haney presented the offer to you? JD, what's good, JD? Y'all do your boy a favor, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on there. Shout out my guy, JD. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, JD. Long time no see, man. Long time no see. How you been? How you been? We just having us a boxing conversation, man. I don't know if y'all check it. Y'all can check it yourself, right? Y'all can check it yourself if y'all want to. It's still up. Bill Haney posted on his Instagram story that him and Shakur Stevenson basically agreed for him and Devin Haney to spar for $1 million Friday, right? So my thing is, before people, get into it, oh, they ready, all that before they get into it, right? My thing is two things. Shakur said the reason for his bad performance against Elvin De Los Santos was because of, a hand injury and because he didn't feel good. So why would you be sparring a week after that fight or 2 weeks after that fight if your hand is hurt or you don't feel good, right? That's one. Two is you're about to spar David Haney for $1 million. My thing is you and David Haney gonna make a lot more than $1 million for a real fight, right? For a real fight, y'all gonna make a lot more than $1 million. So my thing is, why would you? Why are you so comfortable sparring David Haney for $1 million? Why is it okay for you to spar David Haney for $1 million, right? But you won't take the contract offer he sent you to fight in the ring for undisputed, right? It just look funny to me, right? And I'm a pretty consistent guy. And this ain't me palling on Shakur. This ain't me hating on Shakur. I'm just trying to make sense of it, right? So you're injured. You was injured in the De Los Santos fight. You didn't feel good. You hurt your hand in the fight. You hurt your hand in the fight or whatever happened. Right? I'm not really sure. I'd heard a lot. I'd heard a lot of things, you know what I mean, at this point, right? I'd heard a lot of things that had to get comfortable. I'd heard a lot of things at this point. I'm not really sure if you know your hand was hurt. I'm not sure if you didn't feel good, right? I'm not sure if you didn't just want to get hit, right? But my thing is, if you will spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000, right? And again, I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show it to y'all as y'all come in too, right? So y'all know I ain't just making this up. He agreed to fight this Friday. He agreed to spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000. He agreed to spar him for $1,000,000. This Friday in 2 days. In 2 days, he agreed to fight Devin Haney for $1,000,000. MP, what the fuck was good? So you see Bill Haney posted this on his Instagram. Bill Haney posted this. You see Bill Haney right there. Shakur Stevenson he talking to. He said, now I'm in Houston. You telling me come spar? You could have been said that. That's Shakur Stevenson. He said, now I'm in Houston. You telling me come spar? You could have been said that. He said, come on. And then he went on to say, I make the gym private for you and everything. Y'all pull up to Houston. You know what I mean? And he said, you know why you niggas ain't been say that? Because y'all don't want no Rick. He said we could put an M up on the sparring too. So that's Shakur Stevenson saying he'll spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000. Right there you go. You can see it yourself. Right? Bill said you a duck, nigga. He said you a duck, nigga. See, Bill knew it, right? Let's dig even deeper. Bill said you a duck, nigga. Y'all know why Bill said that? Right? Do y'all in that instance, right? Look at the conversation that was having. Shakur said, now I'm in Houston. You telling me come spar. You could have been said that. Come on. Y'all pull up to Houston. I'll make the gym private for you and everything. The first thing Bill Haney said was, you a duck, nigga. The first thing Bill Haney said was, you a duck, nigga. Y'all know why he said that? Y'all know why he said that. Really think about it. Why would he call? Why is that the first thing that he said? Because if you would spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000, if you so ready to spar him for $1,000,000, why didn't you fight him for that 25% with everything on the line? You was gonna get more than $1,000,000 for that. You was gonna get more than $1,000,000 for that, bro. So you mean to tell me it make more business sense, right? You mean to tell me it make more sense to spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000 than to fight him for undisputed? You know what I mean? He hopped in the ring. He asked for that fight after Lomachenko, right? He had to fight. He said he wanted more money, right? The whole thing for months on months on months. The whole thing for months on months on months was he wanted more money. It wasn't enough money. I know my worth. I don't want to take that. He didn't offer me enough, right? He didn't offer me enough. Shakur said, I know my worth. Shakur's the reason. Shakur came out and said, I wanted more money. And he went to, the sanctioning bodies, right? But you telling me you wanted more bread, but you will spar him for $1,000,000. On top of the fact, you're supposed to be hurt right now. I'm going to say that again slow. On top of the fact that you're supposed to be hurt right now from that Edwin De Los Santos fight. Big text. What's good, big text? Two things right here. You know what I mean? I'm just asking the question, like, what's really going on? Two things. You agreed to spar Haney, and you said you was hurt. I didn't say this. You said you was hurt. You said you hurt your hand. You said you ain't feel good. You agreed to spar Haney with a hurt hand and you not feeling good for $1,000,000 when you could have made more than $1,000,000 if you had fought Devin Haney in that fight when they offered it to you. The whole thing was you wanted more cash, but you would fight him. You would spar him for $1,000,000. This nigga said he will go buy judges to spar Devin Haney for $1,000,000. So why not just take it when it came across your desk? Why not just take the fight? Like, it's a lot that's not making sense right here to me. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot that's not making sense. He agreed to spar Devin this Friday for $1 million. Shakur Stevenson. You don't believe me? Go check Bill Haney IG story. Go check Shakur Stevenson IG story. It's up there right now. You don't got to take my word for it. You can go check it right now. Not yesterday, right? You can go check it right now. It's still up there. You better go check it before it disappeared because they did this yesterday. You can go check it right now. Check Bill Haney IG story. Check Shakur Stevens IG story. They agreed to spar this Friday for $1 million. And he said that wasn't enough. He said that wasn't enough. MP, he said that wasn't enough. So my thing is, y'all would have got more than $1 million for sure. Y'all for sure would have got more than that $1 million. So what's really going on? So I got asked 2 questions. I really didn't care about the performance, right? I ain't gonna say I didn't care about it because the way that you talked Shakur Stevenson in that fight, we expected a much better performance, right? We expected a lot more to go on, right? With the way that Shakur was the reason we watched that fight, not Elwood. I'm not blaming the B side. I'm not blaming the B side. Just like when it was Boots. Just like when it was Boots and Chuck Adesian, Karen Chuck Adesian made that fight real boring. Chuck Adesian made that fight real boring. You ain't see me blame Chuck Adesian. It's Boots' fault. Boots the one why we bought that ticket. Boots was supposed to make that fight interesting. I'm consistent. Shakur Stevenson was the one people bought that ticket. He was the one that supposed to make that fight interesting. You know what I'm saying? Boots came back and he gave us Roman Villa. What Shakur Stevenson got to do is he got to bounce back the right way. But when you start lying, right, you make shit worse because people like me who actually love boxing, who don't do shit but watch boxing. You know what I mean? Who get money for bitches, watch boxing, watch sports. Niggas like me without shit to do with that's all niggas do. We pay attention to this shit. You know what I mean? We pay attention to this shit. We pay attention to this shit now. Now, 2 questions got to be answered now at this point. Were you really hurt? Are you really hurt? Because you clearly not hurt because you had to spar. Or if you was hurt, you got over there pretty quickly. You know what I mean? Right? And the second thing is why didn't you take what Devin offered you if you would spar him for $1 million? Right? Now, I showed y'all the pics. I showed y'all the pictures. It's still up on Instagram, right? I'm going to show y'all the messages again. You know what I mean? But my thing is, man, the math ain't mathing. The math really ain't mathing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The math ain't mathing for me right now. Like, you know? The sparring for Jay Gill was good, Jay Gill. Appreciate you sliding through. The sparring for $1 million. The being willing to spar for $1 million, but not take an actual fight for more than $1 million. It's crazy. Like, that's the kicker. Like, so now is $1 million enough? Is $1 million enough now? You know what I mean? And people go tell you that shit. I'm hating on Shakur, but now really what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sense of this shit. When the fight so much, you lay the egg on that. I personally was just on next fight mode. You know what I mean? Next fight mode. We'll see what he do in the next fight. Because one fight don't kill you. I just used Boots, right? Boots laid the egg in his performance, right? Came back, made a masterful performance, look the best he ever looked in his life against Roman Villa. So it ain't no for Shakur, right? But Shakur, like, you starting to sound real fickle out here with your word. You starting to look real fickle out here in these streets, right? This shit ain't adding up. This shit ain't really making a whole lot of sense. Let me rent your marketing. My bad, brother. I forgot. Let me rinse you up, Mark. Let me rinse you up, Mark. Then my bad. And then I'm gonna read the super. I said I was gonna rinse you up at the top of the show, and then you put that green in my face, and it just made me remember that I was supposed to be rinsing you up. Let me go and rinse you up real quick. Then I'm gonna read your comment. Then I'm gonna read your comment. And I'm not hating on Shakur, man. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sense of this shit. Like, if you was going to fight, okay, well, come back on that other jump. Come back on your other jump so I can rinse that one up. Come back on your other jump so I can rinse up your other jump. Go ahead, do that now, Mark. Then on your other page, make a comment on your other page right now so I can rinse both of them up at the same time. So we can all kill two birds with one stone. Jay Gill on everything. On everything, Jay Gill. The man forgot he was hurt. All right. I'm finna get you right. The man forgot he was hurt, Jay Gill. It's like, damn, weren't you hurt? He clearly said that. But yeah, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. But right, Jay Gill, the man forgot he was hurt. And then the killer part is he said a million, right, Jay Gill. Facts, right? He forgot he was hurt, Jay Gill, right? And then on top of him forgetting he was hurt, he forgot that he wanted more than 25%. He forgot that he wanted more than 25%, bro. Jay Gill, the man forgot that he wanted more money. He forgot that he was hurt, and he forgot he wanted more money. That's crazy. You would spar him. You was ready to, bro. He was ready to spar him, but he was ready to spar him that day. That day, bro. They himself in the Foreman grill. He said Crip put himself in the Foreman grill. He said Crip put himself in the Foreman grill. Should have just got off the apps and enjoyed some turkey with his newborn, but nope. He done played himself, dog. The man said he was ready to spar. Man said he was ready, and I don't hate Shakur, but I've been to Jameer Head, Shakur Stevenson. I went to Edwin De Los Santos versus Shakur Stevenson. So don't play me here. I support Shakur Stevenson and everything he do because he's a hell of a fighter. Their fight was terrible. His first fight with Harry, beautiful. One of the best fights that I seen. Masterful performance. A lot of punching. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. Jameer Head, you know, he did his part, right? He was kind of a punching bag, right? But entertaining fight nonetheless. I enjoyed that. This last fight, it was a real race. It was like watching the race. Like we was there for Formula One. We was there for Formula One. It was like watching the race. I saw a race inside the ring and outside of the stadium on the track and shit. I saw two races. I saw them practicing outside, you know, on the track and shit. I saw them practicing, and I saw Shakur Stevenson and De Los Santos, you know, doing laps around the ring as well. So I got to see two races. I got to see some practice laps, and I got to see, you know, some cardio inside of the boxing ring. So, you know, I probably need to start watching racing now since I had a full weekend. You know what I mean? Of watching people run around the ring. Had a full weekend of that. I might need to try to get into some of their racing. Maybe, you know, they got you could bet on that too. I might have to look into that, but I digress. I digress. Shout out my guy Just Spar. Let me get Just Spar right too. Jeff, you still in the building, Jeff? Shout out to my gadget. Hey, y'all do your boy solid. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I got 15 people in the building right now. But yeah, now this is real spill, not the drill. If y'all want, y'all can go to Instagram. Y'all can check it out. Y'all can go to Bill Haney Instagram. He got Shakur Stevenson messages up there. All right, let me read you a spot. He got Shakur Stevenson messages up there. Shakur Stevenson basically agreed to spar Devin Haney for $1 million this Friday. Now, you could feel three ways about it, right? You could be excited. Oh, they got beef. They go fight. Oh, look at this. I like it. Shakur versus Devin. I go spar Friday. You supposed to be hurt. And the third thing is how y'all go spar Friday for $1 million just now. Because what people are not realizing is, right, this fight that Shakur Stevenson just had, right, could have been Devin Haney. You know what I mean? It could have been Devin Haney if Shakur Stevenson would have took what Devin Haney offered him. Shakur Stevenson asked for a fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney offered him a fight. Shakur Stevenson went to the sanctioning bodies because he wanted more money, right? So the whole problem was think that you was gonna make more than $1 million, right? The only way this makes sense is if Shakur Stevenson thought he was amazing, right? And you can't sell that story to nowhere. Can't sell that story to nobody. And we ain't in these people pockets, right? We don't know how much they make per fight, right? But we know you fighting Devin Haney for undisputed was going to get you more than goddamn was going to get you more than $1 million. So my thing is, if $1 million is your asking price, why you just didn't give us the undisputed fight that we wanted? You know what I mean? If $1 million is your asking price, why didn't we get the fight that we wanted for undisputed? Dale versus Shakur Stevenson, right? Now, you can take my word for it, but if you go check Shakur Stevenson Instagram, you go check Bill Haney Instagram, these messages still up there. Shakur Stevenson was ready to spar David Haney for the meal Friday. So my thing is, my thing is, you just told me that you was hurt from Elton Santos, dog. So all I'm saying is, it's hard to believe what you say. That's all I'm getting at. So for me to say, I believe Devin Haney, when it comes to that, doing business with Shakur Stevenson. I believe Frank Martin when it comes to that, doing business with Shakur Stevenson, right? That, Shakur Stevenson, I ain't gonna say that Shakur Stevenson ducked those guys, but what I'm gonna say is, I believe Shakur Stevenson outpriced himself for both of those fights. And I don't necessarily think that means that you were afraid of the guy, nothing like that. But Shakur Stevenson most definitely outpriced himself for them fights, right? Because with this move, with him agreeing to spar Devin Friday, that showed me that, he really can't be trusted with his word, because you told me you was hurt from El De Los Santos. Me personally, I didn't really care, the reason why you look bad, just the fact that you look bad, and I was ready for you to look better in your next performance, right? But I heard you was hurt. You said you didn't feel good, right? You said, I heard you was hurt, right? You said you didn't feel good, right? So my thing was, you needed time to rest. You also made a post on Instagram or Twitter. Twitter, I think you was like, boxers get hurt because they be overtraining, and when you overtrain, that causes a lot of injury. So you need to take a little break, right? So you was putting on as if you was hurt. But Bill Haney getting your DM, he started talking about your girl and everything, and you being scared, and now you ready to spar him Friday. So are you hurt, right? Are you really hurt? Were you really hurt against De Los Santos? Are you okay now? Were you hurt then, and you okay today, right? Or were you really hurt, right? And why is $1 million okay now? And that's the only thing that I really want to know. If you would spar that man for a meal, why not fight him for 25%, which is more than $1 million? You know what I mean? The math just not mathing to me. You know what I mean? The math just ain't mathing to me right now. You know I got you. Y'all seen? Yeah. Oh man. You know I got you, right? You know I got you. You know but no, I ain't, I'm just bullshit. I'm just bullshit. But now though, man, you gotta make it make sense. I'm only making sense up here, right? Y'all stop me when I say something wrong. Y'all stop me, Darius. I see Darius in here, right? Darius. Did I say something wrong, Darius? Jeff, did I say something wrong? NPC, I don't know nobody that would turn down undisputed fight when you know you can beat the champ, period. If you can offer me 5%, knowing I'm going to win, period, right? On top of the fact, right, MP, on top of the fact, the whole reason that fight didn't happen was because you wanted more money, right? The whole reason was he wanted more money, right? You were going to get more than that $1 million you just agreed to spar for, right? Is it sparring? Are you more comfortable with the million sparring because it's not going to go on your record if you lose, right? Is that it? Could that be the reason? You know, sparring don't go on your record. You know what I mean? Is that it? The sparring not going on your record? Like what? And you supposed to be hurt. On top of you supposed to be hurt. You know what I mean? You done stepped in it twice. You done stepped in it twice. You know what I mean? Twice. I thought you was hurt. So now I wonder what he gonna say, because you know Shakur Twitterson gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Twitterson. Shakur Twitterson, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. I'm hating that. I'm hating that. I'm hating that. Y'all gonna say I'm hating that. The inside of the ring, he a bad motherfucker. He ain't fight like a bad motherfucker that last fight. He didn't, but I've seen him fight like a bad motherfucker, right? But man, y'all niggas gotta do something, man. Shakur next fight. Now you can't take a break. Because at first in our mind, right, you was going to take a break, right? You was going to take a break a little bit from the game, but now you ready to spar Friday. So you can spar Friday. Your next fight, it gotta be a banger. Shakur next fight has to be a banger, bro, because you looking real crazy out here in these streets, man. And all I'm doing is trying to make sense of what's going on, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to bash the young brother, you know what I mean? Because he good at what he do. He great at what he do. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to make sense of what's really going on. If one person could tell me that Devin Haney is a dog, right? If you can tell me, bro, all I'm saying is it's apparent that Shakur Stevenson is difficult. It's difficult to work with. You know what I mean? If he not ducking these guys, he damn sure outpricing himself. If he not ducking them, if he not ducking them, he damn sure didn't outprice himself in a couple of these fights. Trap, that's what I'm saying, Trap. And he said for $1 million. I'm finna show it to you, Trap, because you just came in, right? I'm gonna show it to the people that just came in for reference. But it's still on Instagram, right? I'm finna show it to you just for reference. Just for reference, right? Finna show it to you for reference. Right, here we go. See, Bill Haney posted this on his Instagram. It's still up there. You see Bill Haney. It's light, but you see Bill Haney, right? He talking to Shakur. Right, Shakur Stevenson, see the blue check. Shakur Stevenson. Now I'm in Houston. You telling me come spar? You could have been said that. Right? That Shakur said, now I'm in Houston. You telling me come spar? You could have been said that, nigga. Right? Said you could have been said that. That mean he could have been sparred. He could have been fought. So when was he hurt? When did he have time to be hurt? His fight was last Thursday. His fight was last week. He said you could have been said that, right? Now, maybe he was talking about earlier that day. Are you healed up in the week? I thought your hand was hurt, right? Bill Haney said, come Friday. He said, y'all pull up to Houston. I make the gym shirt. Bill Haney said, come on Friday. He said, y'all pull up to Houston. I make the gym private for you and everything. And then Bill Haney said, you a duck, nigga. As soon as Shakur said, pull up to Houston, I make the gym private, Bill said, you a duck, nigga. Bill said, you a duck because you ready to spar him, but you won't fight him. And then he said, why you ain't been say that? Because y'all don't want this wreck. He said, you could pull up. He said, we could put an M on the sparring, right? He said, we could put an M on the sparring. So my thing is, two things is wrong with it. I'm going to ask you, Trap. I'm going to ask you, Trap. It's two things wrong with that picture. You said one, Trap. You said right. You said one, you thought he was hurt. What's the other thing wrong with that, Trap? What's the other thing wrong with Shakur Stevenson agreeing to spar Devin Haney for $1 million? I'm going to ask y'all in here. Real question to y'all. Real question to everybody in here. For the people that's still in here. I know some of y'all in and out. If y'all ain't hit that thumbs up for your boy, yeah, hit that thumbs up for your boy. You know, help your boy get them right, so get your boy going in the algorithm. It's two things wrong with Shakur Stevenson agreeing to spar David Haney for $1 million. Right? It's two things wrong. It's two big things wrong with it. Trap, you said one. What's the other thing? Trap, because you just didn't shout out my name, Trap. Slide through you. Trap. What's good? Come on, Trap. 25%. Exactly. 25% Trap. But yeah, even 20%. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Like, come on, Shakur. Hey, that's all I'm saying, bro. So you telling me that you're not hurt, and you telling me that you turned down more money. The whole thing was money is an issue, right? But clearly, money ain't no issue. If you will take $1 million, right? You want to fight Devin Haney so bad, you will spar him for $1 million, but you want to fight him for $2 million. You at least was gonna get $2 million, right? That just bare bottom. I really think at this point, man, like if the writing is on the wall, if Shakur Stevenson didn't duck them, he most definitely outpricing himself, right? You know what I mean? Now that was perfect for Bill. Like Bill said it, bro. Bill said you a duck, nigga. Because once Shakur Stevenson said that he'll spar him Friday for $1 million, you could have fought him. You could have fought him for what he offered you. You know what I mean? And I don't want to hear that he didn't offer him nothing, right? Because Shakur Stevenson said, I know my worth. Why he say he know his worth? Yeah. You know what I mean? He said, I know my worth. Shakur Stevenson is the one that put that 25% shit out there. He the one that put that he wasn't getting enough. Money was the whole issue with him and David. But you would spar for $1 million, you'll go buy judges, you'll go pay judges, right? You will go pay judges to spar him when all you had to do was take the check, and you could have did it for undisputed. Gotta make a little sense to me, man, because it don't make no sense to me, man. Makes zero sense to me, though. Makes zero sense to me. How you go and it's people who will tell you, it's people who will tell me, right? It's people who will tell me that sure. And it's crazy. I don't see none of them in here. I don't see none of the people. I don't see none of I haven't seen since that fight. Hey, since that fight. And these are my niggas. I ain't gonna put their names out there. I ain't gonna put them on blast. I ain't gonna if they don't come back for another week, I'm gonna put them on blast. I ain't seen these niggas, dog, since Shakur Stevenson fought. Right? So much hoopla came out about why he didn't do this, why he didn't do that, why the fight looked like that. Right? Right? I ain't seen them then. I ain't seen them now. And right at this rate, at this rate, I ain't never gonna see them again. But these people who I fuck with, that I have not seen since this Shakur Stevenson last fight, dog. And now with Shakur Stevenson saying he'll spar Devin for $1 million. Now with Shakur Stevenson saying that he'll spar him for $1 million. So you're not hurt, and you'll take $1 million. So did you have a change of heart? Now it could make now him being hurt, he got to explain regardless. Him saying that he was hurt. If he never said he was hurt, right after the fight, he said, "Hey, I apologize. I ain't having my best performance." Just you could have left it at that. You the one that wanted to go far to say you didn't feel good and you was hurting all that shit. You really could have left it at. My bad, child. I'm gonna make up for it the next time, right? That's what you could have left it at, right? But maybe now he feel like, well, I take $1 million now, right? That's the only way. Either you feel like, well, okay, I take $1 million now. $1 million is cool, right? But you got to explain yourself being hurt. It ain't no way around that being hurt thing. That money, that million thing, that's what caught my eye though, because people was telling me that Devin was ducking you, right? People will tell me that Devin is ducking you because y'all didn't fight. Actually, that whole commentary, y'all watched that fight, right? Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Hit that thumbs up. Y'all watched that fight. The whole commentary, the whole time was talking about how nobody wanted to fight Shakur. How this guy didn't want to fight him, that guy didn't want to fight him. He said Devin didn't want to fight him. Everybody saying Devin didn't want to fight him. Cameron said Devin don't want to fight him. Devin don't want to fight him, right? The whole thing was because you wanted more money, right? But now you would take $1 million to spar him. You know what I mean? For nothing, for no belts, for nothing. Right? You would take $1 million to spar him. That makes absolutely no sense. On top of you being hurt, you gonna take $1 million to spar him hurt. That makes absolutely no sense. You want to fight him that bad. If you really wanted to fight him that bad, why didn't you just take the 25%? If you really wanted to fight him that bad, if you really wanted to fight him, I'm ignoring you, LV. I'm ignoring you, LV. If you really wanted to fight him that bad, why you didn't take the 25%, bro? If you would spar him hurt with a broken hand. Now Shakur, dog. Shakur beast. I'm gonna put this in the chat so y'all can feel it. Shakur is a monster, bro. Nah, Shakur is a dog. He ready to spar undisputed champ Devin with one hand for $1 million. That boy is a dog. Now you gotta be now that's y'all. Who else favorite fighter doing it? Right. I'm gonna drop the flames. I'm gonna drop the who else favorite fighter doing that, dog? This boy. You talking about dedication? Y'all talk about dedication, man. Y'all talk about dedication. Y'all talking about heart of a champion. Y'all, y'all talking about who doing it? Hey, who doing that, man? Who out here moving like that, dog? He want it, bro. He want it, bro. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah, he want it. He hungry. He a dog. Yeah, he a dog right there. That's a dog. Yeah, that's a beast. Ooh, ooh. They better stay away from that boy. That boy gonna be motivated that last fight. You see what I'm saying? He ready to fight Devin. He ready to fight Devin with one hand. He ready to fight Devin with one hand for $1 million. And he said he'll get judges, so you know he a real nigga. He was like, I ain't even gonna cheat you. I ain't even gonna just say I buy judges. He about to pay for judges to fight you, bro. You think he's scared of you, fool? You think he's scared of that? You think he's scared of David, bro? He got to pay for the bill fight. But he said he'll put the million up. David didn't even say that. He said he coming with the million. I put the million. He want to see the million. He said he want to see it. Oh man, boy, you making you making it real hard not to say that you duck these people, bro. Shakur making it real hard not to say he didn't duck these people, though. What the fuck? So now, damn, you really ran from Edward, huh? And you just didn't want to fight him. You ain't have. It wasn't because your hand was hurt. It wasn't because you was sick. It was because you didn't want to step into that fire, dog. That's what. Damn, you really. It wasn't, and then you didn't even have to say none of that. All you had to say was, my bad, bro. I laid it. Yeah, I come back next time." You the one said you was hurt. You was sick. But you wasn't none of that shit, bro. You told your girlfriend you didn't feel good before that fight. You know what that meant? Shakur dropped that message, and his girl didn't take back. Shakur dropped that message to his girl. He was like, "I don't feel good." Right. He dropped that message to his girl, and he screenshotted it. Bro, she had me text back. So look, so his thread, right? So think about this, right? So if him and his girlfriend was texting on that thread, it would have been more messages in the thread, right? And then he didn't cut nothing out, right? So it wasn't just one message in the thread. It was the name. It was at the top of the thread. Nigga, he sent that message and screenshotted it. The night of, it wasn't no more messages in that thread. That nigga was scared. He needed excuse. That nigga thought about that. He thought about that. I ain't feel good shit. He didn't feel good. He didn't feel good because he had bubble guts. Nigga had the bubble guts before the fight, which is normal, right? You gotta go shit. You gotta go shit. He had to go shit before the fight. He told his girl, "Yeah, I don't feel good, baby." Nigga had to go shit himself, dog. But anyway, I digress, bruh, bruh. You ain't, bruh. Hey, all I'm saying is, bruh, that shit don't look. Hey, man, that shit don't look kosher, man. It is. Oh man, that shit don't look kosher, man. So now you know. Now you know you got to fight. Now you know you got to fight Devin for $1 million. But you just, bruh. And when you gonna say, "Oh, that's just a spar"? No, that's the spar. That's not the fight, bruh. If you would spar him for $1 million, why couldn't you fight him for two? If you can spar him for one, why couldn't you fight him for more than one? You was gonna get more than one to spar him. You was gonna get more than one to spar him. And you was supposed to be hurt. I thought you was hurt. So you go spar him with one hand. If you will spar him for one, why you won't fight him for 25%? And it's gonna be less than one because you gotta pay for fucking judges. Bro. With one hand. And I thought you was hurt. If you would spar him, it's two things wrong. Two things wrong with this. He agreed to spar Devin Haney Friday for $1 million. I got two questions. Two questions. One, I thought you was hurt. I thought you was hurt. That's what you said. I didn't say that. You was hurt. What's good, Josh? Josh said, Shakur saying that it don't make sense, but said no to 25% in the shot at Undisputed make it make sense. Exactly. Like we weighing up the values of it. Just 1 million to spar, right? Or more than 1 million to fight him for Undisputed. If you're willing to spar him for only $1 million, only $1 million, why didn't it make sense to fight him for that 25%? If you want to fight him that bad, that you will fight him with one hand, right? Because you're supposed to be hurt. You said you hurt your hand. That's what y'all said. You said you didn't feel good and you hurt your hand. That's what y'all said. That was not even a week ago. It's Wednesday, bro. He fought Thursday, bro. That's 6 days. That's 6 days. That's not even a week ago. If you hurt or broke your hand, bro, you would not be sparring in 8 days after that. You will not be sparring 8 days after that. On top of it being Devin Haney for $1 million. If your sparring match costs $1 million, bro, how much could your fight cost? How much could your fight cost? You was gonna make triple that. You was gonna make triple that in a fight. You was gonna make triple that in a fight with Devin Haney. Triple $1 million. You was gonna make triple that in a fight with Devin Haney, bro. On top of you only having one hand, you had one hand, right? Because you're supposed to be hurt, from my understanding. Hey, y'all hit that thumbs up. I see a Fury just came in here. I don't know if y'all haters, you know what I mean, or y'all supportive, but either way, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know where you at. Let YouTube know where you supporting it, or let YouTube know where you hating it. You know what I mean? Hit that thumbs up. I know some of y'all a little weird. Some of y'all just like looking at me, right? I know some of y'all really rock with me. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all in here that y'all do rock with me, but y'all fuck with Shakur, right? So y'all feel a little way right now. But that's who I really want to talk to. I want to talk to y'all to help me make sense of this shit, right? Because you could say it's $1 million for sparring, right? So, okay, so how much you thought you was going to get for a fight then? You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking you're going to get triple that. You're going to get triple. So if you can get $3 million for a fight, right, why not take a fight instead of just getting $1 million to spar him? You know what I mean? Why not take $3 million? Why not take $3 million for that fight? Like I said, I was excited for Shakur's run at 135. Now I'm just not interested. It's not that he's a defensive fighter. He showed he want to turn it on or try to look good. Yeah, if he feel like that he might get hurt, he can get hurt. If the guy got too much power, too much hand speed, right, he'll kind of tuck it away. You know what I mean? Even like people want to say Floyd was a runner, want to say Devin a runner, not comparing Devin to Floyd. I'm just saying two people that they call runners. They call Shakur a runner too. I'm talking about guys that they call runners, right? For people that call Floyd a runner and call Devin a runner at times in every fight, Floyd and Devin, they fight inside of the pocket. They give you a show to some degree. They go for it. You know what I mean? They go for it at some point. It's always an action field fight. They not literally running around the ring. They punching. They doing something. Shakur literally, he was all defense. He was taking the triple step back, quadruple step back. You know what I mean? Holding, right? Grab, right? They had a hood counter for David Haney. They didn't do. They should have did a hood counter for Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying, right? But David Haney was actually punching, right? Shakur Stevenson landed 60 punches. David Haney landed way more than 60 punches in every fight they ever wanted to say that he ran in. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather landed more than 60 punches. And Floyd is a different beast, though. Sometimes Floyd probably no, because that was the lowest output. Those the lowest landed punches in the fight. So even Floyd punching more than that. You know what I mean, bro? That was bad. You know what I mean? It's photos, right? It's still shots. You could literally see they got still shots of Shakur Stevenson like almost turning his back. You know what I mean? Like that was a bad performance. You know what I mean? Do I think he can bounce back? Yes, but I think he looking real funny out here in these streets as far as his willingness to fight and the aftermath of this fight right now. It ain't really turning out pro Shakur because it came out like I know I'm not tripping because everybody in here heard that you was hurt too, that you hurt your hand, right? So you got to be a real dog. You got to be a real monster, Shakur, to be sparring undisputed champ David Haney with one hand for only $1 million, right? That's a lot of risk that you put in your. That's a lot of risk that you put in yourself at, right? If you heard that you finna spar this man for $1 million is worth you putting yourself at further injury to prove what don't make a lot of sense. A lot of shit that he doing right now don't make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Ain't no way you really could make sense of this to me, right? You could say, well, it's only for me. That means it's his spawn price. So I give you that, right? Let's just say he said he wanted $1 million for spawn. So let's just pretend that let's just say we could throw away the money, right? So this is just his spawn price. He want more than that for a fight, right? Okay, cool. You can have that one. So what about him being hurt? What about the hurt aspect of it? And I'm still excited to see what Shakur Stevenson go do because my thing is I'm more so interested in what you do inside of the ring, right? But when we talk about the action outside the ring, you got people saying David Haney ducking Shakur, right? So I gotta bring light to stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because how could you say that he ducking this man when this man is moving in the manner that he is moving in, right? Right. So if we just gonna say, well, that's only his spawn price, and I act oblivious to content and everything surrounded with that. Okay, cool. I thought he was hurt though. So what about him being hurt? So is he not hurt? So was he hurt doing El Nero Santos? And if he wasn't hurt doing El Nero Santos, why the hell would he come out and tell us that he was hurt and he didn't feel good after the fight? Show us that message, talk about his hand, talk about injuries and taking time off if he really wasn't hurt to begin with. You know what I mean? It's a lot of inconsistencies going on. And what's going on. There's a lot of inconsistencies going on and what's going on, right? So don't make me the bad guy because I'm catching, shit that don't make sense. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who feel like this. It's a lot of persons, right? A lot of people who got these same questions that I got. You know what I mean? I got 15 people in here right now. I got 21 likes. I don't know if y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy or not already, but y'all do your boy solid. If you're in here, you ain't click that thumbs up. I know sometimes we come in or sometimes we drop in. I know it's a lot of people live. I know some of y'all going to work. I know some of y'all coming from work. I know some of y'all fuck with Shakur. I know some of y'all don't fuck with me. Either way, y'all do your boy solid. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Really appreciate y'all folks. So I do. But anyway, I digress. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in here who got the same questions that I got. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, they wondering, well, hold on, bro. I thought you was hurt. Hold on, bro. If you was sparring for $1 million, why you didn't fight him for the 25%? So when I first saw Bill Haney drop this, I'm like, bro, is you shitting me? And these people who will still tell you, right, that, oh, nobody want to fight after a performance like that, man, the antics and all that, it's over with. We don't want no more antics. We don't want no more antics, man. We want straight fights. You know what I mean? We don't want no more talking. We don't want no more, I'm going to beat his ass, I'm going to knock him out, I'm going to stop him, and all that shit, bro. Just humble, like, I don't not to humble yourself because I don't want something like them old white niggas, though, but stick to the plan. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going to tell nobody to humble themselves. Stick to the plan, dog. Stick to the goddamn plan, dog. Stick to the game plan. Keep the main thing the main thing, right? Stick to the plan. Keep the main thing the main thing. Don't forget what the main thing is. The main thing is what you're doing that rain, man. You feel me? Stick to the plan, Shakur, because the extra line, it ain't is you can't like people pay attention. People pay attention to this stuff, man. Motherfuckers pay attention to this shit, dog. You know what I mean? So you want to fight him that bad that you would do it for $1 million with a broken hand, or was all that other shit you said a lie? And if all the other shit you said was a lie, then how can I believe shit you said before that, anything that you say going forward, right? Or did you just have a change of heart about the money? That could be true, but then you had to lie about the hand. You gave us a free lie about the hand and you being sick because nobody asked for that. All us was just drilling you, right? Because you had a bad performance. I mean, that what it was. You the one that made them excuses and shit, right? So we didn't even ask for them excuses. So now, pretty much, we was right, and you just didn't want to tell us that we was right, and right. But the thing is, you did say you apologized for it, and then you start making excuses, which was asshole backwards, right? My guy DP Rocker, shout out my guy DP Rocker, he said something about hustling backwards, right? Because you'll be getting less money for this sparring session than you would have got for a fight. You won't be getting no belts. You won't be getting undisputed for this sparring session, right? And also, uh, you hustling backwards in the sense that you you hustling he hustling backwards in the sense that you're about to take Lester possibly you you got a lot more to lose in a sparring match than you will have to lose in the actual fight. You actually got so much more to gain and had so much more to gain in that actual fight than you would now. You know what I mean? In that hustling backwards, you getting and you starting to get caught up in what you're saying like this not even quick TWT. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it, Queen. Glad you can make it. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on. And I know Quick we did it because when she came in, guess what I saw? I saw the light go up. That's how I know Quick we hit that light when she came in. That's how I know a lot of y'all just be watching. A lot of y'all content creators, a lot of y'all haters and shit like that. Y'all be coming in. But I know when somebody that miss when we come in because the light always change, right? I see a light go up and then I see a new name say, "What's up, T?" Or they'll come in and I see a new person be like, "Yo," you know what I mean? That's how I know somebody hit that motherfucker when they just came in. But I digress. I digress. All I'm saying is, this would be the definition of hustling backwards, right? And you gotta stop. He contradicting himself, or he tripping over his own lies. His lies just starting to come back to him. He like that girl that you got. They just keep on lying. You know, everybody had that girl just keep on lying. You know she lying. She knows she lying, right? You know she's lying because you and I already pieced together. You actually already know because you and I already been through her shit, right? You already really know where the fuck that the bitch is going and everything. But you just want to see how long she gonna lie to you, or if she gonna keep lying, she gonna keep looking in your face like damn. You know what I mean? And it's messed up when you know somebody lying, they can look you dead in your face, dead in your ass, keep fucking lying to you, and they swear to God that they ain't lying to you, but you know for a fact they lying to you. That shit crazy. That was Shakur Stevenson doing right now. He acting like that girl that you know lying to you, but just gonna keep lying to you because just what she do. At this point, he just don't want us to be right. Right. At this point, he just lying like that girl lying. She don't want you to be right about what she doing, or that dude lying. He wants you to be right about what he doing, or who he is, or who she is, because they just don't want you to be right. But they know that they knew you was right. That he knew you was right. That you didn't want to take that fight. He just didn't want us to say, so he didn't want to take them punches. You was get to step into that fight. He didn't want us to say that. So he was like, "Yeah, I ain't feel good. My hand was hurting now, man," because he knew we was gonna say. Just like the dude knew that you was gonna leave him, or that dude knew you was gonna call him a whore, or that girl knew you was gonna leave her, or you knew she was gonna call you a whore, right? And she didn't want you to do that, so she lied. Shakur Stevenson lied to us like he was hurt. He didn't feel good because he didn't want us to say, "Oh, you is a runner. You is scared of that contact, right? You don't believe in your chin. You did the same thing that you used to do." He didn't want us to start back doing that, right? So he said this, and he said, "I hurt myself," and he said, "I ain't feel good." But apparently that was a lie because they ain't even a week from now. And you said that you ready to spar him Friday. Not only did you say that you ready to spar him Friday, you said you could have been said that, right? You just fought Wednesday. So how much time in between now? How much time in between these 6 days he could have been said y'all can spar for you to spar him? You know what I mean? So how long? So are you hurt? How long were you hurt? You know what I mean? But they'll tell me that I'm a hater, or they'll tell me that oh, you targeting Shakur. Now what I'm doing is I'm just balancing, this shit out a little bit, because all I've been hearing, motherfuckers probably gonna wake up today and talk about that, man. I guarantee you, all I've been hearing is about Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, how Devin did this and all that, right? Right. So I'm just trying to bounce this thing out. Y'all telling me Devin ducked, right? Y'all telling me Devin ducked. So what I'm just doing, I'm just bringing light to what's actually going on. Now he just agreed to spar Devin for a meal, right? He agreed to spar for a meal. You was gonna get a lot more than that for that 25% that he offered you. The whole thing was, it was a money issue. If this is just your spawn price, you was gonna get triple this for a fight. You was gonna get 3 million plus to fight Devin Haney in a fight, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? Even at 25 million. Devin Haney Regis just got Devin Haney Regis got 6 million. Devin Haney got 4. Regis got 2. You a bigger man than Regis, right? You worth a lot more than Regis, right? Right? You and Regis was going, Shakur and Devin is worth more than 6 million. Maybe you and Devin would have got 8 million. You would have been able to get that 3. He could have got that 5, or that 3.5, and he got that 4.5. You would have surplus that fucking $1 million 3-fold times. If you had that's at bare bottom, y'all go get 8 million. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a $10 million fight for you and Devin, undisputed. You know what I mean? Type shit. So it's just like, man, hustling backwards all the way around. You putting a cap on that 1 million to spar him, when you could have took the belts and got a lot more than the million in the actual fight. On top of your hand supposed to be broke. Like, we thought your hand was messed up. We thought you was hurt. We thought injuries, overworking is what make people injuries. Injuries is what make people. You know what I mean? Training too hard is what make people have a lot of injuries and shit. Right? You know what I mean? But I digress, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all in this thing too long. I'm hungry. We gonna get me some breakfast. In Holiday 17. It's on your past. It's on your future. We're just present. That's how we ride. And I'm out. Love.